Hi, today I'm going to speak to you about studying abroad options. This might be something that you've never thought of before, but there's something that you can certainly think of as a possibility in your future. Now, there are many benefits of studying abroad, not least to say an exposure to a different culture, a top quality education in a number of universities overseas, in addition to the opportunity to learn a new language, learn new skills in speaking to people from all over the world, as well as having that travel opportunity and a way to develop your own independence. Now, you might be certain on studying in the United Kingdom, and that's absolutely fine, but just be aware of the new Turing scheme, replacement of Erasmus, which enables you to study abroad for part of your UK-based degree for up to 1 year. But I always think, why study abroad for 1 year when there are so many opportunities out there for you to study abroad for the full duration? So what we'll do now is to cover 5 particular countries of interest and why they are particularly unique and may suit your interests and needs just that little bit more. So first of all, let's have a quick look at the United States of America. If you're someone that doesn't know exactly what you want to study at the moment, you're struggling to choose quite a narrow field that we are looking for in the UK, then America may be the great place for you. Essentially, they have a liberal arts approach to learning, where students can combine arts, humanities, social sciences, and indeed sciences all together, and you can create your own degree. You can create a jigsaw puzzle almost, and accumulate 120 pieces, and by the end of the degree you have all your pieces, and most of them you can choose for your own self. So it really is very flexible, very open, and it gives you just a bit more time to think about exactly what you want to pursue in the future. So secondly, let's move on to Australia. Now, the Australian system is very much based on the UK model of education, so it's a very familiar thing. But it's obviously the other side of the world, in a very warm, sunny place. So there may be particular programs of interest to you, such as marine biology, which obviously Australia is an amazing place to be able to do that, and they're very specialist in that area. Or perhaps other things such as mining engineering, which is quite underrepresented in the United Kingdom. Or if you have particular interest in veterinary science, working with obviously the animals and things found in Australia, then of course you can study that there too. Australian universities are amongst some of the best in the world, so it's certainly worth considering applying there if you quite like that British style of education. Thirdly, let's take a look at Canada. Now, Canada stands out for its cooperative education programs, where essentially you get to combine an academic study as well as work experience. Unlike the UK, they have the cooperative program, which is a combination of the two throughout the duration of the degree. So unlike the placement years here in the UK, for example, where you do it as a sandwich year in year 3, the cooperative program enables you to study in university for a semester and then go to work placement for another semester, and then back to university for a semester, and then back to work placement, and so on. So it really is embedded in your program. Some further highlights of this, of course, in addition to the wider work experience and employability, is that these placements are often paid. So a fantastic opportunity to gain an extra bit of money on top of your studies, as well as hopefully a higher employability rate once you've graduated. So really worthwhile consideration if you want to finish university with sometimes up to 4 or 5 different university placements on your CV. Fourthly, let's look at Singapore. Now, Singapore does have a variety of programs available to you in the medium of English, but they are particularly renowned for their double degrees. Double degrees are essentially 2 degrees from the same university. So in the UK, obviously we are quite narrow. You need to know exactly what you want to study. But sometimes students might have 2 different interests, and sometimes quite different interests that are hard to combine in the UK. So universities in Singapore offer programs such as business and law, or economics and law, or even business and engineering. So if you are someone that has two different interests that are quite hard to combine in the UK, then why not consider Singapore as an option so that you can do both? And then finally, let's look at Hong Kong. Again, similar to Singapore, they offer a huge array of courses through English. They also have double degrees, but they also have dual degrees. Now here, it's two degrees from two different universities. So you get to study in one of the universities for, let's say, 2 years, and then move on to another university overseas again for the remainder of the programme. So you're having a multiple study abroad options here. So you're not just moving to one country, but perhaps 2 or even 3. So in addition to studying in Hong Kong, there are universities that have links with universities in countries such as Canada, China, France, Italy, Spain, UK and the USA. So plenty of options there for you if you want to travel as part of your university experience. Now, the world really is your oyster. Studying abroad is possible. You can go absolutely anywhere that you may want. So really do consider studying abroad as part of your degree, or why not the full degree.